Morning, everyone, and welcome to our Heavenly Parent Holy Community Oceania Hundoke with Reverend Yutaki Yamada. Today being Monday, the 1st of November, or the 27th of September in the 9th year of Chongalguk. So let's begin by offering a bow to our Heavenly Parents and True Parents, Choryot, Kyombe, Paro. And let's recite our family pledge, both in Korean and English. Thank you.
가정 멘세 7. 천일국 주인 우리 가족은 참사랑을 중심하고 본연의 혈통과 연결된 위하는 생활을 통하여 심전 문화 세계를 완성할 것을 멘세하나이다.
Family pledge number 7. Our family, the owner of Chongalguk, pledges through living for the sake of others to perfect the world based on the culture of heart, which is rooted in the original lineage by centering on true love. Catherine in New Zealand, if you could offer the opening prayer, please. Thank you.
Good morning, our most beloved Heavenly Parents and our beloved true parents of heaven and earth and humankind. Good morning, Jesus. Good morning, all the saints and sages of history. You've given us so much love and heart, Heavenly Father. And we come together at this time so that we can share our hearts with you and share with one another as we come to November, and we find I find it anyway, it's really very enlightening for each one of us so that we can come to know each other more deeply and more clearly, to know you more deeply, Heavenly Father, and to know each other here on this call. Heavenly Father, as we pray, we should be living for the sake of one another, and this is the way that we want to live. This is the way that you've shown us. This is the way that true parents have lived all their lives. That Jesus has lived all his life, living for the sake of other people, for one another. And Heavenly Parents, we pray that we can do this more deeply and more clearly, and follow this way. Heavenly Father, we know that we have such a huge responsibility, that Mother has a huge responsibility, and we want to relieve her burden. We want to help her in whatever way we possibly can, whether it's just a small step or a big step, Heavenly Father. She has the goal by 2027 to fulfill such a huge task, that she knows that she's not on her own, that we are there to help her in whatever possible way that we can. Heavenly Parents, we pray for unity and harmony, especially that we can be united together, because once there's unity, then there is anything that's possible that we can achieve for your sake and for the sake of our beloved true parents. Heavenly Father, we pray for unity between North and South Korea. This is so important for next year. And that this can be achieved in a peaceful way. We don't want to see any more warring going on. We want to see this achieved in a really peaceful way, that people can come to know and understand the preciousness of this time that we're living in, that Mother can lead in the right way. And we want to support this in all ways we can. We thank you for this opportunity that we can come together, all people in this region, Oceania, and that we can unite together and really be a united Oceania, Asia Pacific. Thank you for this time that we can come together here. Thank you for the words that we invite you to be here, that can touch each of our hearts today, that we can really fulfill whatever you have for each one of us. And each person is such a unique and precious person to you. And we thank you for this uniqueness of each person. And we really offer up this time to you with our heart and gratitude always, as I pray in all the people's names who gathered here today. I pray, Arju.
Thank you. Thank you. And let's give a warm welcome to Reverend Yutaka as he shares this morning. Thank you.
Good morning, our brothers and sisters. Thank you for joining this morning of Hundoke. Today is the beautiful day, the beginning of November, right? Yesterday was 31st of October, the Halloween, and today is also the All Saints Day, and today is the beginning of November. We will gather together to offer the devotion to our Heavenly Parents and to parents This is really grateful moment. So let's offer the sincere heart to our Heavenly Parents and to parents. That each moment of the beginning is really the important moment, and offer the first moment, the beginning moment of beginning of the day, beginning of the week, beginning of the month, and beginning of the year. When we offer the first moment, we can start together with our Heavenly Parents and true parents, and we will also prepare our first motivation together with our Heavenly Parents. So this coming November, individually, you have many kind of plan. You have many kind of the preparation or thinking, but also before that, what kind of things can we offer? What kind of things can we give to our Heavenly Parents and to parents? We need to think and pray for that. And what is your expectation for this new month? Through the communication with heaven, through the communication with true parents, we will find and we will prepare this plan for the next month. So in Oceania, last time also President Hori or leader also mentioning to prepare the timeline toward 2021, 2022, 2023, and also the future. This is important things as the PCLC and even UPF or our Heavenly Parents Holy Community. Until end of this year, we will deliver the victorious message of PCLC and victorious message of our True Mother to the people, and really we will list up who we want to invite, who we want to approach. This time period of 2021 is important, and the next year, 2022, through learning more about Christianity or through preparing for the contents, then we will approach more and we will solve their problem together. Each Christian churches, actually, they have their target. Each church or each congregation or each priest, they have also some kind of goal or target which they want to fulfill their community. For example, to serve the people, serve the community, and serve the society, or several goals they have. That's why, of course, we will invite, we will educate them, but in the same time, how we can solve their problem, how we can support their goal or their target. These things is also important. Through cooperation, through supporting, we can work together as the some same team. So not only asking them to come, how we can go, how we can visit and support and work together. This is really important things. This is not only also PCLC, also our Ambassador of Peace and our brothers and sisters. So how we can help. In 2023, WCLC and also ACLC, our PCLC, our UPF, we can imagine those leaders, those ambassadors finally accepted our vision and stand strongly in each city and each province and the nation, and we will go together for the peace movement, for creating the nation of Chaniguk. So 2021, 2022, 2023, what kind of vision and plan do you have or do we have? So we will describing and imagine that dream, then we will go forward. For example, in Victoria, for example, in Geelong, right? Or Brisbane, Sydney, Auckland, or Suva, Port Moresby, or Koror. what kind of person we are really imagine to come out or appear. Surely God is preparing some person in each place. What kind of person we are really imagine or waiting or try to guide. One strong person or three strong figure will come with you and with us. So we will dream that when we can meet those John the Baptist figure this year or next year, then 2023, if that day come, those strong John the Baptist, a strong Christian leader or strong organization leader is standing together with us. So that scenery we will prepare and we will visualize and we will dream that. Not only city, in organization also same. Our Family Federation, our Chinese People Federation, our Youth Federation, what kind of people we are imagining to find and work together. Surely, when we imagine and pray, that person will come. Tirimada also mentioned 3 golden key. So 3 person appear in Africa providence. I'm also always praying 3 young strong key leader should come, because really our young leader foundation is not strong in our region or nations. I'm really praying who can really lead this youth movement. There is also youth leader, our Daniel, or some nation also. We have Abel, we have also the Reverend Arnold, but more, we need more. So each place, there is 3 strong young leaders. And also I'm praying for development of peace embassy in each nations also. So each national leader or each church leader, our blessed families, please really pray. Imagine 3 strong figures in your place who really can stand together with national leader, stand together with our state leaders or organization leaders. Then we can imagine. So internally, we need 3 internal trinity, and also externally, we need also 3 strong trinity. So those internal side, external side stand together, then we can develop and go forward for the national restoration. Even we cannot see the face yet, but we imagine that surely God will send some strong figure, strong leader to us. Then how about our feeling? That's really become the exciting. Now we cannot see the face, but surely now 2021, but 2022, those strong young leader, new face will come. So please imagine that, visualize that, pray for that. Those person will come and really work together with excitement to fulfill Tirimada's vision, heaven's vision and providence, and we will fulfill heavenly unified Korea and heavenly unified world. Almost that COVID case will become the calm down, and the gate will be opening. So many opportunity will come again. So let's pray and let's find, and even with let's action to visit the people. Then we can find the person who are prepared by heaven, prepared by our heavenly parents and true parents. So centering the vision and clear timeline and plan. Let's really fulfill to offer the victory to our heavenly parents and true parents. So today is the November 1st. We can have many exciting plan and also the vision. Let's have a great time. Yesterday, as a Sunday, Mr. Alai shared the Heaven's Providence centering on Japan. So that he shared about the Kanzo Uchimura. I heard this person's name many times, but I didn't know detail. But I was really surprised. He looks like really the John the Baptist figure in the Christian movement in Japan. And also October 31, yesterday, October 31, 1517, that time was the Martin Luther Day, right? So I didn't know that one. So we know the reformation of Martin Luther. Actually, the day was on October 31st. So Mr. Rai shared many story and spiritual world working together, and now united with True Mother, and also Father is working from spiritual world. And finally, we will fulfill to conclude our providence. So I'm really appreciate our Mr. Alai, your sincere preparation and devotion. Thank you for your investment. So today, let's continue our True Mother's autobiography. Now we finished the topic of IAPP, and True Mother is starting to share about the World Summit. From 2018 to 2019, this time period, in order to fulfill 2020, in order to fulfill and conclude the 7 years course, True Mother really invested and organized World Summit in each states, each nation, and each continent. And through this providence, True Mother mentioning about the summit in Africa, and also 3 key leaders in Africa. So we could see that. So I want to share. This part is last part of last okay. Again, in January 2018, as I have mentioned previously, I traveled to Senegal for the first Africa Summit. I held the summit in Senegal because God had prepared a righteous man there, Sheikh Mansour Diouf, a distinguished Muslim leader. Through his effort, numerous fellow leaders, some with millions of followers, heartily welcomed me. Impressed by our ideals and initiatives, Sheikh Diouf invested himself in preparing for the summit. Putting his reputation on the line, Sheikh Diouf encouraged His Excellency President Macky Sall to co-host the summit. True Mother is coming to bring blessing to Africa, he told President Sall. The summit will be historic and your support is essential. So this person is the Muslim leader, and this is the meeting of Sheikh Mansour. So today on the end of today Fundokwe, I prepared one video also for this summit, so we can watch together later. President Macky Sall gladly welcomed me and provided the best venue in Senegal for the summit, the Central International Day Conference Abdou Diouf. In addition to his generous support, President Macky Sall also generously offered his presidential vehicle and members of his security team to protect me wherever I went. So that much President Macky Sall totally support True Mother and welcome True Mother as a state guest and provide the vehicle and also protect her whenever True Mother went. So that was a very great moment. So really President themselves really welcome True Mother. I'm not sure Mother was invited as state guest, but really President invited True Mother directly as the name of government. Nonetheless, one thing remained uncertain. Even as I landed in Senegal, I had not yet received confirmation of President Sall's participation in the summit. On the eve of the summit, President Sall kindly offered to have a private meeting. After receiving his warm welcome, I spoke about the history of God's providence, heaven's providence in Africa, my identity as only begotten daughter, and my wish to bless the nation and continent. After hearing me, President Sall said, I will attend tomorrow's summit. So in order to lead the providence, the having meeting with head of states or president is not simple matter. Even doesn't matter small nation or bigger nation. Of course, bigger nation more difficult. So meeting with the president is really not easy things. We have many providential events. Sometimes those providential date was set just before the event or even few months before the event. So 2018, 2019, we could see so many providential events. Trimada was organizing not only inside of Africa, also in the world level. So until unstable, unclear schedule, do you know how difficult to get the appointment with president or prime minister? Usually, when we have an appointment of those top leader, head of states, we need to apply 1 month ago or even 3 months ago, 3 months ahead, 3 months before, or 6 months before. Then head of states can arrange their schedule, right? But really our providence is great. Last moment, even we invite the head of states, we invite maybe 1 month before, or even sometimes 2 months, 2 weeks before. So really, there is heaven's schedule and also local schedule. How it is difficult, but really, finally fulfill that. We receive many comment from UN or government official from Korea. They said, in order to organize our World Summit level event, usually organization or government will prepare for more than 1 year or 2 years. Then they will organize national level or UN level. They will prepare those summit or event together with head of states of world with preparation for more than 1 year or 2 years. But how about our movement? Even head of states level event really depends on our mother's direction. Sometimes even 1 month we prepare. We started to prepare and fulfill in the last moment. So really we had a special organization or a special group with our heavenly parents and true parents. So that's why in Africa also, it was not easy to adjust or arrange the time to meet with president, but President Macky Sall welcomed Trumada happily. Following our meeting, I was told that President Sall was moved by the sincerity with which I wished to bless Africa and bring salvation to humankind, and by my lack of desire for honor, power of profit. I cannot verify that anecdotal report, but it is consistent with my experience of President Sall's exemplary leadership and gallantry. The government was mobilized for the summit, and the summit was broadcast live throughout the nation on national television and reported by national and international media. So how much in each moment Trumada really put the Johnson and heart in order to meet President Macky Sall, in order to proclaim in the nation of Senegal and also region of Africa. Really Mother tried to share the love to African brother and sisters, and also love to the all human beings and vision, and finally share the message. So Mother said, I spoke without a prepared speech on heaven's providence and the African continent, and concluded my address by proclaiming heavenly Africa, a continent of hope blessed by heaven, and in inviting everyone present to join this initiative. President Sall later expressed his desire to work together. So through sharing of Mother's desire or wish to directly to President Macky Sall and also people or citizens of that nation, they accepted and worked together. So among this Senegal summit, last time Mada also mentioned, and also last time I prepared the video for the visitation of Gore Island. Do you remember that? That is the same summit. So that time especially Mada mentioning about the story of Gore Island. But this time Mada is mentioning about meeting with Macky Sall and also this summit. That's why according to the Mada's autobiography, we prepared another video. So this video is around 10 minutes. Even we are living in different place, different time and different space, but through reading our mother's autobiography and also watching the video of those events, we can experience together and we can create common base together with mother. So even this is not the Oceania things, and this is totally far from our place, but mother very initiated and invested. The many leader also supported our true mother. So please imagine again to watch together to join this summit of Senegal. So let's welcome our true mother well as the audience of Senegal and really watch together this moment. So Reverend John, please show the video.
The next day, true parents arrived in Senegal and were welcomed as an official guest of the state to warm applause and cheers. As true parents took their first historic steps for a new Africa, they were received by Minister of State Dr. Awa Marie Kolsek, Sheikh Mansour Diouf, as well as tribal leaders. President Macky Sall invited true parents to Senegal's presidential palace. There they had time to converse before the beginning of the summit. True parents encouraged the president in creating a new vision and blessings for Africa. After speaking with President Macky Sall, true parents gave a short message to major media outlets.
나는 아프리카를 사랑합니다. 아프리카 대륙이 하늘 부모님을 모시는 신 아프리카 대륙이 되기를 축원했습니다. 그리고 마키살 대통령의 열린 마음을 보았습니다. 그래서 내가 할 수 있는 한 아프리카를 더 많이 사랑하려고 합니다.
A new history for a heavenly Africa began. True parents entered the Abdou Diouf International Conference Center, SICAN. They were ushered in by Senegal's honor guard. Together with President Macky Sall at this miraculous event, mothers shared their vision of creating a heavenly Africa. The Africa Summit, the first regional summit of the World Summit series, was possible on the foundation of UPF's work with IAPP and IAPD. More than 1,000 leaders from 60 nations, including representatives of 36 heads of state, presidents of national assemblies, parliamentarians, religious figures, and tribal leaders attended the event. It was broadcast through Senegal's national broadcasting station. The opening plenary began with the earnest prayers of religious figures.
Give them and all of us the grace to admit when we are wrong and to seek forgiveness. Give all of us the grace to forgive. We believe in this miracle that you brought Muslims and Christians together. You brought Jews and Hindus together, including many other religions and different cultures. Because of this, O Heavenly Parent, we know that one day soon you will give us a perfect peace that lasts forever.
ما علمنا منه وما لم نعلم ونعوذ بك من الشر كله عاجله وآجله ما علمنا منه وما لم نعلم اللهم إنا نسألك الجنة وما قرب إليها من قول وعمل ونعوذ بك من النار وما قرب إليها من قول وعمل.
Sheikh Mansour Diouf welcomed everyone and gave witness to true parents in front of the international audience of leaders.
Mesdames, Messieurs, honorables invités. Monsieur le Président de la République, Mesdames, Messieurs, le docteur Haj Jahan Moon, affectueusement appelée Mazamoun, ici présente, est une femme éprise de paix. Elle ne vit que la paix et pour la paix, qu'elle souhaite partager avec toute l'humanité. Je m'en veux pour preuve toutes les actions qu'elle ne cesse de mener.
Dr. Thomas Walsh, president of UPF International, also spoke, asking the leaders to work together to create a world of peace.
Would not have become. Knowing that Africa has the full support of UPF International and all of our worldwide chapters, more than 150 around the world, who want to work together, arm in arm, hand to hand. Let's build a world of peace. Let's begin right here in Dakar, Senegal.
The Little Angels' beautiful songs and dance displayed the culture of the heart of filial love, the culture of Hyojung to the African leaders. After an introduction by Diakunda Traoré, a former president of Mali and African co-chair of IAPP, true parents took the podium amidst a standing ovation and loud cheers and gave a message of hope for Africa and the world.
참 부모요, 참 어머니의 마음으로 이 아프리카의 아픈 과거를 청산하고 새 역사를 출발하는 이 아프리카 대륙이 되기 위해서 내가 이 세네갈을 택한 이유는 나는 보았습니다. 하늘이 이 한때를 위해서 당신이 길러 나온 준비된 의인을 보았습니다. 하늘이 함께 하심을 여러분도 절감하시길 바랍니다. 그래서 나는 아프리카를 중심으로 새 시대, 태평양 문명권 시대를 열어 효정의 심정문화 혁명으로서 전 세계 인류가 하늘 부모님을 중심에 모시는 행복한 지상 천국을 만드는 데 있어서 아프리카 대륙이 나와 함께 나아가 주기를 축원합니다. 그래서 실질적으로 나는 아프리카 최남단에 있는 희망봉에서부터 아프리카 대륙을 거쳐 유럽 대륙, 유라시아, 아시아로 해서 한국으로 통하는 평화 고속도로를 제창합니다. 그래서 인류가 서로 소통하고 전쟁이 필요 없는 높고 낮음이 없는 자유, 평등, 평화, 통일의 행복한 지상 천국을 이루는 데 있어서 오늘날 인간의 무지로 황폐해진 이 지구는 미래 인류의 희망이 될 수 없습니다. 그래서 나는 아프리카를 본연의 하나님께서 창조하셨던 그 건강한 아프리카로 만들어 가고 싶습니다. 각 나라에서 오신 의원님들 동의하십니까? 우리 다 함께 나와 함께 손에 손을 잡고 모든 나라들이 하나님 앞에 한 형제 자매로서 인류 한 가족의 꿈을 실현하는 그날을 향해 총진군하기를 부탁하며 축원합니다. 감사합니다.
After blessing the audience with a message of hope, True Parents presented the Good Governance Award to President Macky Sall for his work for peace and prosperity in Africa. President Sall then spoke. He thanked True Parents for the message of hope for Africa, which has successfully emerged from many years of suffering, and expressed his hopes for a new Africa.
Cette grosse enveloppe qui accompagne le prix, je salue la mémoire du révérend docteur Sun Myung Moon, père fondateur de la FPU, et rend hommage à sa veuve, Dr Agja Han Moon, qui poursuit avec foi et persévérance son œuvre au service de la paix universelle. Je voudrais la remercier d'abord pour ce déplacement en terre africaine, mais surtout la remercier pour ce message d'espoir qu'elle vient de livrer à l'endroit du continent africain, berceau de l'humanité, et meurtri par tant de siècles de conflits, de guerres et de fléaux. Mais avec son message, les Africains peuvent encore garder l'espoir que l'Afrique est le continent de demain. Mais demain, c'est déjà aujourd'hui. Je me réjouis que le thème de ce premier sommet africain de la Fédération pour la paix universelle mette en lumière l'émergence d'une nouvelle Afrique à l'aune de l'interdépendance, de la prospérité inclusive et des valeurs universelles. Je crois en cette Afrique nouvelle. Je crois en une Afrique capable de se prendre en charge. Une Afrique qui pense et agit par et pour elle-même. En dépit du fardeau de l'histoire et des pesanteurs de relations asymétriques.
An Africa that attends God. We believe the seeds of hope sowed here will bloom across all the nations of Africa.
Yes, thank you very much.
The next day, True Parents arrived in Senegal and were welcomed as an official guest of the state to warm applause and cheers.
Can you stop the video?
As true parents took their first historic steps for a new Africa, they were received by ministers.
So anyway, thank you very much. How was this video? So we could see the really Africa summit, really mother's love, and also the leader is there who welcome to mother. So we could see those persons surely there. Mother said, heaven had prepared and raised righteous people. So those persons are coming in from true mother. So of course, now there are so many things we have to do in our providential level and also serve our blessed family together. That's why all brothers and sisters, we are totally united with our national leader and totally united with our leader to support in the local level or grassroots level and also heaven's level. Then really we can go together. Surely heaven had prepared, raised righteous people for our nation and for our region and for the providence of heavenly parents and God. So let's totally unite with our true mother's heart and expectation, and let's fulfill, offer the victory to our heavenly parents and true parents. So thank you for joining today's morning Fundoke. We feel mother's expectation and love, and let's have a great moment. Thank you very much. Once again, 감사합니다.
Thank you very much, Reverend Yutaka. Yeah, that's really helping us have a better understanding of Africa being the first in the summit series. You know, that I was impressed by how the President Saul, he looked, you know, genuinely happy to greet Mother and to be next to Mother. And you know, when he was receiving that medal, you know, he was very looked, you know, genuinely happy as he, you know, showed Mother that he's wearing the medal. I was reflecting on, you know, a couple of statements. You know, one talking about Africa's pain and how, you know, he also said that, you know, Africa has suffered a lot, I'm sure, as many countries have, but you know, he really wanted to see that message of hope, you know, take root in Africa, and Africa declared, and Mother declared Africa as the heavenly Africa. And the other words that I took note of was revolution of heart by a culture of filial piety. And I see that as being the way in which Mother is going to remove the pain, you know, from Africa and the pain from the world, and actually the pain within God's heart. You know, it's a revolution of heart, you know, by a culture of filial piety, and that's what I saw, you know, when you know, they really looked after Mother in Africa, and I was, you know, impressed by how they all were, you know, giving so much respect to Mother. So yeah, that was just, you know, some of the things that I was thinking of, you know, how to actually apply that culture of filial piety. You know, it really is us understanding, you know, the heart of heaven and the way in which we can embody that heart ourselves. So thank you, everyone, and yeah, open it up to others to share. Thank you. Yes, Mr. Arai, go ahead.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you again. Just incredible presentation today. And yesterday, just one of my presentation topic is my prayer was always when mother started. What is the most difficult area mother overcome? That's one point. And the second point was providence progress, but billion in a spiritual world. Then Dr. Lee is pioneer, and what position in a spiritual people to us? This is a critical my prayer. But I started Mr. Uchimura so that people, thank you, Mr. Uchimura. But my point is that point anyway, because that one is my prayer and the question. But after prepare for just 1 week, I did not see any YouTube or anything. Really, I focused the prayer. I touched a lot of tear about Dr. Lee's incredible effort, past who visited earlier went spiritual. But also today, I really encourage your mother's approach to the present. The present Maki was not sure to attend, but so true mother gave a presentation. It's a speech about God providence and also providence of Africa, mother's identity, and she wished to bless Africa, nation, and all continent. Then example like yesterday is one of the presentation, but I think I talked to my wife, and if we can prepare, each and prepare some kind of presentation, how can explain properly God providence, that kind of not so short, but really properly, and also to reach to other people. I think mother give more than 1,000 times for speaking to her, and also spirit. I think it's even a president, not sure. She gave a short time. I don't know how long. Give a presentation, and really people move practically. That's why. I think we have to make that kind of presentation and practice a lot and shape up. Then really needed, if only do a few times, not so good, but really needed a lot of shape up. I think we have a great leader, brothers and sisters. I think we have to, what area we are really prepared for the not so long and some even a short, and which can move to the people. And if otherwise, if thinking too much, but needed practical, really spiritual, really, this is my presentation, which can move to the people. That kind of presentation, if we can prepare, is great. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Arai. Randall, you have your hand up. Go ahead.
Hi. I think it must have been about March 2002. There was a blessing going to come up, and through Father. So, what about the Muslims? Are they being invited to the whole? If they're being invited to the blessing as well, and you know how many Muslims are coming, and so anyway, some of us are aware of Taj, that has been working a lot with the Muslims over the years, and Taj had prepared asked around his network of people, and in the Philippines and also in Senegal, then they were wanting to participate in the event as well. So he wanted to get someone that he could trust to go over to be the representative in Senegal while he took over the group in the Philippines. So anyway, Bakary went over to Senegal to meet up with Taj, to meet the Muslim leader there before Taj went off to the Philippines. I'm aware of this because at the time he needed someone to help take care of the kids in Tasmania, and so I'd just had an operation and was able to go over to Tasmania to help take care of the kids for about 3 or 4 weeks while he was in Senegal. And basically, when he got there, he was meeting the leader and he says, "Yeah, actually, I've been to this part of Senegal. Actually, I'm from Mali, which is a neighboring country, but my uncle lived here." And they said, "Oh, what was your uncle's name?" And he gave the name, and oh my gosh, and he's patron of the Muslims there in that town, similar to Mr. Arai is to us here in Australia, is kind of like that high level, that level of respect. And so anyway, he was even more accepted than Taj was. And so anyway, he went to help with the blessing there, and they said, "Okay, so where do you want to hold it? If you've got a small hall or something like this." "Oh, we're going to do it in the soccer field." Taj was okay. So, and they started bringing back all these chairs, and says, "Maybe we only need about 20 chairs." And said, "No, that's all right." And hundreds came for the blessing there in Senegal at that time, and even more came in the Philippines. But Father was looking for the Muslim participation way back in March 2002, and this was an awesome turnout. Basically, the Muslim leader there had said, "Oh, if you want a great blessing for your family, bring them to the soccer field this day." And hundreds, were blessed there in Senegal at a time when, it'd be great if there were only 20. But, it was awesome the way that, and Bakary was able to be one of the, awesome type of personalities that stepped up at that time. So, yeah, I hope that Mary or Mika and her family can see this presentation sometime. But yeah, there's been a bit of a history. Senegal has always been great, and so it was great to see this tape today. Thank you.
Thank you, Randall. Yes, Revenita, go ahead.
Yes. Good morning for leaders. I'm very appreciate this Senegal summit. I stayed 21 years in Africa. Then after another 20 years later that happened. So I really appreciate, Kashiriguni and Kamara and under them the many brothers, sisters behind the scene, how they work very hard. This I can imagine, it's not easy from all of Africa that so top level leaders gather together. And I know the Kashiriguni and visited all the nation one by one and meet before the scene, all the head of state or government officials and the religious leaders, and how, they work very hard. I can imagine this behind the scene, not through mother, of course, this is a conclusion, final top level conclusion, but before this, 90% is their work, Then through mother came the flashlight, but behind the scene, there are lot of work, difficulties, and things. I can imagine and very appreciate their effort and their, blood and sweat and tears. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you, Reverend Eto. Thank you, everyone. It's that time again for us to share our unison prayer, and yeah, I'll just share the screen and let's pray together. Arju, Arju, Arju. Thank you, everyone. And have a great day. And see you tomorrow.
Happy new month.
New month, that's right. Wow.
All right. Have a blessed day.
Thank you.
You too.
Bye.